When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Commodores will put toe to leather to crank us up. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Tennessee's offense will go to work first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Bob.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourselves and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air, it's Fafita. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Pretty good job of running to get there to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Rushes on him. He's got it. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Vols are flying down the field. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go with a direct snap. Creates a little room. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. And the Volunteers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. What a play that time. They got way more than they needed to convert that 4th down.
But I love the execution of this quarterback. Everybody's sitting shallow, trying to take away the 1st down. He takes the ball down the field. Great strike. Nice play. Nice 4th down conversion.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Staley. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tennessee!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Commodores offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard.
Coming out aggressively. He's got it inside the 25. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Vandy. Extra point here will tie the game.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Coming out with it, it's Staley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 30. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Fafita. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-teamed high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you ball. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. The Volunteers look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown ball!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And here's the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Leaves it with the back. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period will be a second down. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense might bring the house here. Looking for a crease to the left. Got the first down and still on his feet. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Commodores trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pulls it in. It's Durham. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Let's take a big view here about Vanderbilt. Always nice to get a win on the recruiting trail. They feel like they did, landing a 3-star wide receiver, verbal commitment. They feel like trying to get behind the defense. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, the offense is getting aggressive, and they're trying to take a shot on that play. Just an awesome job in coverage on the back end defensively.
And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. So here is the Tennessee offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Back to pass, it's Fafita. Immediately fires to the middle. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And here's a fumble way behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Looking to the big tight end. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. The Commodores will punt it away on fourth down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35. after the 10-yard gain.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Fafita. Here comes the heat. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Matthews. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. He's got it, first down and more. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. The snap sets up to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bishop. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Vols have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch them.
Reels it in down the left side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Got out of trouble and throws.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Dropping back, it's Fafita. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Showing the arm strength down the left side. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This would be a prodigious kick from 56 yards out and from the left side. Oh, the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Back to throw, it's Fafita. Grab near the sticks, it's Davis. Touchdown, Tennessee! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Gonna let it fly. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Trying to take it back. He's at the... And it's gonna be a pick 6. Touchdown ball.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia Tech is in front. They've played awfully well today. And while there's no Michael Vick out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 10 over Virginia. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for space. It's Fields. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Under fire. That's reeled in. It's Richardson. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. And the Commodores will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So here is the Tennessee offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Intercepted for the 11th time. takes it the other way. Touchdown Doors! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Volunteers can really attack on this second and short. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Caught near the sticks, it's Staley. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Running to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Volunteers have this offense rolling. Rides to back and leaves it. Got the first down. Looking for more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. The Vols kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Hauls it in. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers!
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiver group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. He's going for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on 1st down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Blasted as he lets it go. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Commodores decide to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw. It's Fafita. It's on target and complete. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Oh, he's got some space. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Direct snap. It's Bishop. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
And the Commodores with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. The Commodores send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dan.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And the Vols can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll leave it with him. He's in open space downfield. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The running back has it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. And the Volunteers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. trying to pound it in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. From the gun, running back on the move. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. And the Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man, it's Fitzgerald. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Commodores will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff,